Ang nakikita ko business na kayo Yeah. From all the data that's in front of me.
So,
Kasi,
kasi parang ang pinapalabas ninyo is kulang pa ang binibigay ng Kongreso sa PhilHealth. Parang ganyan ang pinapalabas ninyo
Malabas
eh.
na ang PhilHealth pala ay hindi lang maraming pera kundi napakaraming pera nila. Napakalaki ng pera ng PhilHealth and in the words of Mr. Ledesma himself ay maayos ang financial condition ng PhilHealth, ano? Correct. Kaya,
so ang utak po ninyo ay investment, hindi po service. The way I look at the data. Now, you also have...
Yes, Congressman Acop, you are recognized.
Thank you. Hindi po mawala sa isip ko yung sinabi ni Mr. Lim Siaco na part of the subsidy given to PhilHealth would be used for investment. Tama po ba yung pagkarinig ko?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Mr. Lim Siaco, you are recognized.
maraming salamat Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat ko. As I mentioned, once papasok ang pera sa korporasyon, pambayad sa benepisyo, and of course, pag hindi na ready na tayo, nabayaran na natin yung mga benepisyo, the excess money ay napasok natin sa investment. Now, the pera from the national government, Mr. Chair, as I mentioned kanina, in the year 2023, ang alokasyon from the Sen tax ay nasa 80 bilyones. And
Wag na po tayong pumunta doon sa details. Tinatanong ko lang kung tama po yung statement na narinig ko. Tama po ba na part of the subsidy given by the national government would go to investment?
Mr. Chair,
Yes or no?
tama siya. Pero
Yun
let
lang
me
po ang tanong ko. But let me proceed. Wag na po kayo mag-explain. Kasi kung tinitingnan ko po yung data doon sa budget of expenditure and sources of financing, yung appropriations and obligations ng PhilHealth Insurance Corporation, from 2017 to 2022, wala po kayong isinoli na pondo. Nagamit nyo po lahat. So, totoo na nagbayad kayo sa benepisyo at ininvest ninyo. Pero sa tingin ko, mas malaki po yung investment na ginawa-gawa po ninyo You remember sa budget hearing, Mr. Ledesma, sabi ko, what are you? Service provider o business? Di ba? Tinanong ko po kayo noon Why? Because according to the records, your interest income for 2022 was 11 billion. And your other income is 698 million plus. In 2023, your interest income rose from 11.5 billion to 20.7 billion. So, ibig sabihin, lumaki yung investment amount ninyo. Di po ba? So, you're becoming a business enterprise, not a service enterprise. The statistics would show that. You could just imagine, from 2022, 11.5 ang interest income ninyo. In 2023, yung interest income nyo is 20.7 billion. And your other income rose also from 698 million to 815 million. So, yung earning ang nangyayari
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Ledesma, you are recognized.
Duly noted, Mr. Chair. Yes, that is correct. That is all correct, Mr. Chair. But I'd like to mention po, that's why I keep on reiterating po that our primary focus now is on benefit expansion. So, Mr. Chair, if we do that, we aggressively focus on benefit expansion, yung trend na po yan, mag-shift po yan, diba? Dahil umaakyat yan, ngayon, magiging pababa na mo yan. Especially now that we are very aggressive. But po, we will not deny, tama po lahat ng sinabi po ni Honorable Ako.
Okay, having said that, may we know what is the ratio of the payout versus the investment source from the subsidy for the year 2023?
Yes, Your,
ano po yung...
Yes, Your Honor. Can we just
Yes, yung
give in a
binibigay
few...
sa inyong in short, Gusto po naming malaman, yung binibigay sa inyong subsidy, ano yung ratio ng binibigay ninyo sa tao at yung portion nun kung ilan ang ini-invest ninyo?
We'll just, Your Honor, we'll put together the figures. It's a very good question. No? We'll put together the figures, Your Honor, with your permission.
Yes,
Give
please.
you in a minute.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
for 2023, Mr. Chair, the benefit payout of PhilHealth for the for the indirect contributors amounting to 58 billion, Mr. Chair.
58 billion.
Apo, ang ating
Ito yung payout.
GAA, Mr. Chair, ay nasa 80. But the amount released in CA by DBM ay nasa 50. So in other words, for year 2023, mas mataas yung benefit payout natin sa indirect compared to the received amount of 50 bilyones, Mr.
Ang
Chair.
gusto kong malaman, magkano muna yung binigay sa inyong subsidy nun, noong 2023?
Sa 2023, Mr. Chair, 80 billion po sa GAA
80
po
billion.
natin. Opo.
Okay. Sa 80 billion, 58 billion sa payout.
Opo.
Okay. So yung remaining na ilan ang ano nun? 22 billion, ito yung napunta sa investment.
Hindi po, Mr.
Saan?
Chair. As I mentioned, Mr. Chair, 50 na receive namin na NCA. Pera.
50 lang ang natanggap ninyo.
50 lang natanggap namin.
Okay. So saan kayo kumuha ng 8 billion?
Mr. Chair, ito po ay ang pera na nalikom ng korporasyon for the past several years, including yung mga premium contribution from the direct. Yun ang pinampabayad po natin.
So ibig sabihin, yung remaining na 22 hindi ninyo natanggap.
Hindi pa
nyo
po
na-receive.
namin natanggap.
So may utang pa sa inyo yung ano?
DBM po.
DBM.
Opo, nag-usap na po kami last week po ni Yosek
Okay.
Toledo.
Sa 2024,
Sa 2024, Mr. Chair,
magkano muna yung subsidy ninyo, supposedly?
the subsidy from the Syntax ay 40. 40. And
Bakit ang layo ng ano, from 80B naging 40? Okay,
yun,
so 40B ang naging subsidy.
40
Okay.
billion po.
So,
And
dito-
benefit payment po, as I mentioned kanina, as of September, ay nasa 62.4 billion already.
62 billion ang
Benefit payout.
payout.
And
Baka sinasabi mo, sinama mo na yung subsidy tsaka yung ano, parang kinumbine mo na.
hindi, Mr. Chair, that is intended for the indirect contributors account, Mr. Chair.
So, eto lahat, etong 58 billion, eto na yung buong payout sa buong 2023. Tama?
That is intended for the indirect contributors, Mr. Chair.
Kaya nga, sa buong 2023.
Opo.
So magkano supposedly yung galing sa inyo? Kasi pag sinabi mong subsidy, tulong lang to eh.
Opo.
Di ba?
Opo.
So, yung galing sa inyo, parang ang ginawa mo, parang lahat, kinover mo lahat dun sa subsidy eh. Yung sa inyo,
Mr. Chair, for year 2023, the benefit payout ay nasa 118 billion. And again, the
ilan yung ano?
118 billion, Mr. Chair, yung total benefit payout ng PhilHealth. So,
Hindi, yung galing sa inyo.
so 118 billion bawas ng 58. Mga 60 bilyones, Mr. Chair,
So magkano yung collection ninyo?
sa collection po natin. Ang collection po ng PhilHealth total,
Magkano yung total for 2023?
2023, Mr. Chair, total premium received, cash po ito, from cash flow.
Okay.
Nasa 198 billion, Mr. Chair.
198 billion.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sa 198 billion, di ba dapat ito muna yung uubusin mo? Tapos kung may matitira lang kung kukulangin ito, saka tayo kukuha sa subsidy. Tama po ba yun? Kasi ang subsidy, ano yun eh, parang suporta lang yun eh. In the event na kulang eh. Tama ba?
Mr. Chair,
Parang ang ginawa mo, lahat kinarga mo yung kalahati sa ano, kinarga mo dun sa subsidy, para ang ganda nga naman pakinggan, nagamit ninyo yung subsidy. Tapos yung supposedly sa inyo, kinaltasan lang ninyo ng konti, tapos yung bulto, yun ang ininvest ninyo. Tama ba ang pagkakaintindi ko, Ma'am Congresswoman Kimbo? Mas magaling po kayo sa math.
Mr. Chair, itanong natin kay SVP. Ipaliwanag ninyo sa amin kung paano ba ang isang insurance fund. Hindi naman tama na kung kumokolekta ka ng piso mula sa isang grupo, ay yung piso na yan ay dapat i-apply doon sa grupo na yan. Dahil ang insurance is risk pooling. Tama po ba?
Tama, Mr. Chair.
Oh, so ibig sabihin na hindi naman porket sumingil ka para sa indigent families. Ibig sabihin para sa 4Ps, para sa seniors, etc. Na halimbawa 74 billion. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na kailangan 74 billion lang ang gagastusin natin para sa grupong ito. Tama po ba?
Mr. Chair, tama po.
Because
Correct po.
that's not how an insurance fund works. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr.
Kaya
Chair.
nga tayo may tinatawag na i-compute natin actuarially kung magkano ba dapat ang premiums. Tama po ba?
Tama, Mr. Chair.
So, wag niyo pong lilituhin kami. 'Di ba? So, kasi parang ang pinapalabas ninyo is kulang pa ang binibigay ng Kongreso sa PhilHealth. Parang ganyan ang pinapalabas ninyo eh.
Parang, kung tama po yung pagkakaintindi ko, una muna nilang ginagamit yung subsidy. Tapos, yung contribution nila, na dapat doon muna nila binabawas, yun na lang, kung may sobra pa. Kaya ang laki ng sobra nila doon sa mismong contribution. Parang gano'n nangyari dito subsidy, dapat tulong lang yan Hindi yan yung pinaka-main na pinagkukunan ninyo. Parang ginawa niyo, binaligtad ninyo
Mr. Chair.
Ang ganda nga naman pakinggan, ubus lahat yung subsidy. May utang pa ngayon tayo.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
yung collection kasi dapat nyo yung unahin gastusin. Tapos yung subsidy, kung kulang yung collection nyo, saka papasok yung subsidy. Di ba? So ito na lang, can we ask the commitment of the President of PhilHealth? Mr. Ledesma, kasi sinasabi nyo po ngayon, which we appreciate it, no? Kasi by next month, tataas ng 50%. Tama? Yun yung sinasabi dito, di ba? Mag-increase tayo ng program benefits, which hopefully mag-take effect by next month. But you failed to fulfill the second mandate. Sinasabi nyo po doon sa opening statement nyo, which I quote, financially robust ang PhilHealth. Ang PhilHealth ay social insurance. So why don't we get a commitment from the PhilHealth President na magkaroon ng decrease dito sa amount ng contribution of members? Can you confirm this year nag-increase kayo ng PhilHealth contributions at 5%?
Actually, Mr. Chair, may I?
Yes, Mr. Ledesma.
Actually, all of these premium contributions are set by law po, no? So hindi po kaming we have no hand in this, no? Lahat yan nakaset po, no? And then just for the information of this honorable body, it's currently at 5% this year. Yan po yung huling increase, no? After that, wala na. Every year umaakyat po yan So to answer your question, Mr. Chair, that wala po kaming say doon. It's set by law po.
Yes, but you can confirm you have enough reserve funds. Ang malinaw dito sa mandato ng PhilHealth, sabi dito, PhilHealth is mandated to set aside a portion of its accumulated revenues not needed to meet the current year's expenditures as reserve funds. Total reserve funds shall not exceed the actuarial estimate of 2 years' projected expenditures. If the ceiling is exceeded, the excess of the reverse reserve funds shall be used. Number 1, increase the program benefits, which is you just have committed, and by next year, tataas ng 50%. And number 2, decrease the amount of contribution of the members. Yun ang mandato ho ninyo So can we commit, can you commit na hindi lang kayo nakatuon or nakafocus doon sa benefit expansion, but can you commit also, as prayed by the Honorable Stella Kimbo last year and for this year, na kung pwede i-decrease nyo yung premium contribution?
Mr. Chair, if I may. Actually, Mr. Chair, in a Senate hearing chaired by Senator Bongo, I actually made a commitment to sit down with my team in PhilHealth to recommend for a decrease in the premium contributions, no? I think if my understanding is correct, Mr. Chair, So what the commitment you're asking from me now is to commit to try to work for a decrease in the premium contribution. Yeah, to answer your question, Mr. Chair, yes, on that. At the same time, Mr. Chair, I'd like to say that the bill that was, I think that's on third reading in the Senate, that is supposed to recommend for a reduction of the premium contribution from 5% to 3.25, we are fully supporting that po, no? So that's our way of well, we can also look into, Mr. Chair, what possibilities we have to recommend for the reduction, no? But aside from that, Mr. Chair, again, I can assure this honorable committee that we are fully supporting that reduction, no? And that's a very huge reduction po.
Yes,
Chair.
Thank you,
the
Mr. Chair.
chair would like to give the
Mr.
floor
Chair.
to... Yes. Hindi pa yata tapos si Congressman Akop. Please continue, Congressman Akop. Sorry.
Mr. Chair, I was driving the point na napakalaki po yung pera ng ng PhilHealth. Because
Mr. Chair, point of order po. Kasi ang daming nakalista. So, ang daming mga interjection. Pwede po
Yes,
bang tapusin na natin si Kong Akop, tapos
yes,
doon
after
na tayo
Kong Akop, we will proceed to
Oo, kasi-
Congressman Panaligan.
Ako pang huli
Sorry.
kasi, Mr. Chair eh.
Yes, sorry.
Meron pa tayong plenary. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Pasensya na po, medyo nadala lang po kami sa... Na-carried away lang po kami. Please continue, Congressman Akop.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Mr. Ledesma, gusto ko lang i-point out talaga na ang nakikita ko business na kayo Yeah. From all the data that's in front of me. Kasi your investment in time deposits, local currency, amounts to 135 billion in 2023. While in 2022, it was 126.4 billion. So, it's sa isang taon, nag-invest kayo sa time deposit by 10 billion. So, now, we go to the other investment that you have.
Mr. Chair, just a
Hindi,
quick,
para malaman na ng tao.
yeah, Mr. Chair, just a quick,
No, you let me finish first. Kasi you also have investment sa securities. Tama po. And I would like to read yung investment in government bonds in 2022, 270.7 billion. In 2023, 331.6 billion. You could just imagine that. Ang lalaki. Now, investment in corporate bonds from 1.1 billion to 4.4 billion. So, ang utak po ninyo ay investment. Hindi po service. The way I look at the data. Now, you also have earnings doon po sa right of use. Tama po. And I think it would amount to 1+ billion a year. So, ang dami-dami ninyong kwan dito sa data na nandito sa harapan ko. So, why is it like that? Hindi po para sa tao ang nangyayari na yung the money of PhilHealth should be used to increase the package or to decrease the contribution. I don't see that in the data that's available to this representation.
can I comment, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Again, Mr. Chair, thank you so much. We are not, everything you mentioned was true. We are not refuting everything that was mentioned by Honorable Akop. Again, like I said earlier, we have to change our policy, or we have already begun to change our policy. So yes, it is showing that our investments are increasing, so and so. But again, I'm humbly asking this honorable committee to give us just a little more patience. It's very clear what direction we're taking po. And our focus on benefit expansion will continue to be as aggressive. And in the next few years, iiba yung trend po at iikot yon. So I just want to mention that po. We hear you loud and clear, Mr. Chair. We are changing our direction, we are changing our policy, and we will get there. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. The chair would like to recognize the Honorable Panaligan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, for recognizing me.
Finally.
Yes po. Meron pa kasi akong duty sa plenary as a floor leader. But so far, Mr. Chair, sa ating pagkatanong kanina at sagot ng PhilHealth, tumalabas na ang PhilHealth pala ay hindi lang maraming pera, kundi napakaraming pera nila. Napakalaki ng pera ng PhilHealth. And in the words of Mr. Ledesma himself, ay maayos ang financial condition ng PhilHealth. Ano? Correct. Kaya lamang yung perennial issue natin, yung napakababa ng coverage, ng benefits ng PhilHealth na idinadaing ng maraming kababayan natin. Kami bilang district congressmen, araw-araw yan ang aming nakaka-enkwentro sa aming mga district offices. Pila para makatanggap ng tulong yung MAIP. Ano? Hindi mangyayari yan kung ang PhilHealth ay may enough coverage, mataas ang coverage. Ano? Kaya sabi ng Mr. Ledesma, be patient daw, little patience. Pero hindi po namin maring sabihin niya sa mga kababayan natin na kailangan ilabas ng ospital. Ngayon, hindi pwedeng sabihin yan na be patient sa mga tao na kailangan operahin na, kailangan mag-undergo ng heart bypass, for example, sa heart center. At lalo hindi pwedeng sabihin yan sa mga kababayan natin na namatayan, hindi mailabas ang kanilang mahal sa buhay na namatay sa ospital kasi kulang pa. Kaya I think, Mr. Ledesma, we cannot wait. No? Hindi pwedeng sagot na be patient. Ano? Patience ang kailangan. We have to act now. So, sa iyong sabi kanina, sa iyong opening statement, sabi mo kanina na ang PhilHealth as of November 2024 ay merong 150 billion surplus, 280 billion reserve funds, and 490 billion investment funds. Can you confirm this again?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Chair.
So napakaraming pondo, no? Saan ang galing ito? Like yung 150 billion surplus. Ano ang pinanggalingan nito? Savings ba yan or whatever? Saan po nang galing yung 150 billion na surplus? Can you define yung surplus?
Mr. Chair, if I can go back lang to the very first point that Kong Manuel mentioned, sabi niya, napakalaking pera ng PhilHealth, saan ba nanggaling lahat ng pera namin? No? If I can answer that question this way, no, there are three main reasons paano lumaki yung pondo ng PhilHealth through the years. No? The first reason po is it's been 12 years since the case packages have been enhanced. So 12 years po yun, hindi nagagalaw. No? Nag-umpisa lang yan in the last 2 years. No? That's the first. Pangalawa po, nung pandemic po, yung COVID, diba, that was for 2.5 years, lahat po ng tao, including I think ourselves in this room, natakot po pumunta sa hospital, natakot po lumabas ng bahay, natakot pumunta sa doktor kasi baka magka-COVID. So, very few were going to the hospitals for treatment. Kaya, again, nagkukumpol yung pera.
So ito yun.
Yung pangatlo po, sorry po if I can be allowed to, yung pangatlo po is, dahil, like I also mentioned earlier, yung premium contributions kasi set by law yun, diba? So kahit hindi po namin kailangan yung pera dahil nagkukumpul-kumpul na nga dahil because of the first two reasons I mentioned earlier, we still have to implement the increase in premium contributions kasi nakaset na yan by law diba? So kahit hindi namin kailangan yung pera, tumataas pa rin yung binabayad sa amin ng mga tao. So those three are the main reasons why PhilHealth suddenly accumulated a huge amount of money po, no? So I don't know if that answers your question,
Yes,
Mr. Chair.
Meron pa kayong reserve fund na 280 billion, ano?
Yes po.
Yes, so saan ito attributable, ang reserve fund na 280 billion?
It's the requirement of the law. Again
Alright.
po, na it's very clear sa provision po na yan yung requirement po.
At 490 billion ang investable funds, correct?
Yes po. Yes, Mr. Chair.
All right. Now, sa Section 37 ng RA 11223, yung Universal Healthcare Law, naka-enumerate yung sources of funds ng PhilHealth. Ano? Ang letter A, incremental sin tax collections. Would you know at this point kung magkano ang naging share ng PhilHealth from sin tax collections?
Yes po. We can give you that figure po. Just a minute po. Mr. Chair, with your indulgence, we'll just be given a few seconds. We have that number po.
Siguro tuloy-tuloy na ano.
Sige po.
Number 2 na source ng inyong pondo ng PhilHealth ay yung 50% of the national government share from the income of PAGCOR. Correct? So, magkano rin po ang share ninyo, yung 50% na yon as of November 2024. And next, letter C, 40% of the charity fund, net of documentary stamp tax payments and mandatory contributions of the PCSO. Yun po ay source din ng fund ng PhilHealth. And letter D, premium contributions of members. Ano? Meron pang dalawa, but I'll go to that later. No? So yun ang first 4 sources of funds ng PhilHealth. Magkano ngayon ang inyong, as of 2024, magkano ang pondo ng PhilHealth arising from these fund sources?
First 4. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. If I can allow our SVP for Finance to address the query po. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat, Mr. President. Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Lim Siaco.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. For the question on the contribution of PhilHealth from the Syntax, Mr. Chair, I have here figure year 2019 until year 2024, Mr. Chair. For year 2019 po, the GAA ay 67.35 billion. Year 2020, that's 71.35 billion. Same amount in the year 2021. And 2022, that is 79.99 billion, Mr. Chair. Year 2023, the total, Mr. Chair, is 100.23 dahil mayroon itong 21.17 from PCSO in PAGCOR. And year 2024, Mr. Chair, ang total ay 61.451. Again, mayroon din itong 21.17 from PCSO in PAGCOR, Mr. Chair. Meaning 40 billion po from PCSO in PAGCOR in the year 2024, Mr. Chair. And in the year 2023, more or less nasa 80 billion po siya, Mr. Chair. Thank you po.
Another source ng inyong pondo, yung annual appropriations of the DOH included in the GAA. Nakalagay dun eh. So would you know, yung kung magkano ang sa GAA na annual appropriations of the DOH included in the GAA for PhilHealth. So ito ay iba dun sa subsidy. Am I right?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, please proceed.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. The one big subsidy for PhilHealth for the premium of our indigent po, ito na po yung sinabi po ko kanina, na appropriation from the Syntax and the PCSO and PAGCOR, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Chair, yun yung ating gustong i-emphasize dun sa expectation sana ng mga kababayan natin sa PhilHealth na sa ngayon as we are speaking, Mr. Chair, may hirap talaga tayong kababayan na umaasa na itong insurance na meron sila, state health insurance through PhilHealth, ito yung sasalba sa kanila sa mga panahon na may sakit sila. Pero Mr. Chair, as we have heard, ngayon pa lang na in-expand yung mga coverage ng PhilHealth, tapos hindi pa napapababaan yung premium na kinukuha mula dun sa sahod ng ating mga employed na mga kababayan. Pero Mr. Chair, nauna pa na umabot sa 490 billion pesos yung assets ng PhilHealth na naka-invest kung saan-saan. Sa mata, Mr. Chair, probably nung mga mas nakafocus sa ganong aspeto nung pagpapagana ng PhilHealth, tila ba'y in the long run mukhang maganda kasi lalong lumalaki yung assets lang na nandyan, standby ng PhilHealth. Pero Mr. Chair, day by day, pwedeng may mga kababayan tayong namamatay dahil lang supposedly yung assets na pwedeng na-convert into benefits para sa kanila, hindi nila napakinabangan dahil dun sa misprioritization na ginagawa sa ilalim ng PhilHealth. So yun yung mga, so far, mga stark observations natin, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes. With the indulgence of Congressman Panaligan, who will be the next interpellator, the chair would like, okay po ba? The chair would like to recognize the Honorable Stella Kimbo.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang i-remind si Mr. Ledesma na nung huling budget hearing, ni-remind ko na po siya na dahil sobrang dami po ng kanyang pondo, ako po ay nanawagan na bawasan po niya ang premium contributions. And in fact, sumagot po siya, I believe, sa isang interview matapos ang budget hearing na nire-reject po niya ang aking panawagan. This was last year. This year, I made the same call nung budget hearing. Sinabi ko ulit na merong scope to reduce premiums. Hindi pa rin pinansin ang ating panawagan. And in fact, I filed a resolution calling for a moratorium on the premium contributions of minimum wage earners. So, hindi po nagkulang ang Kongreso na manawagan sa PhilHealth na pababain ang premium contributions, particularly the most vulnerable workers, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Stella Kimbo. With
Mr.
the
Chair,
indulgence of...
Can I respond?
Yes, Mr. Ledesma.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, parang hindi ko naalala yung rineject ko, ma'am. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, ma'am, regardless, ma'am, we're always, like I said, ma'am, earlier, we are 110% supportive of the bringing down of the premium contributions. Wala po kaming problema dyan, ma'am, no? In fact, I also mentioned that in a Senate hearing that we are fully supporting bringing down the premium contributions. And now, Mr. Chair, I just want to touch on very briefly on Kong Manuel. No, maganda kasi yung mga issues na bringing up ni Kong. I just want to highlight, Kong, that it's been 12 years kasi since the case packages of PhilHealth have been enhanced, no. And so I understand very clearly when you say, Kong, and everyone says that maraming namamatay, maraming nagkakasakit, diba? We fully understand that in PhilHealth. Ang hiningi lang po namin sa PhilHealth sana is konting-konti na lang pasensya. I think naman po, makikita nyo naman, it's been 12 years that we have enhanced the benefit packages. Nung pumasok po ako, in the last 2 years, sobra kaming aggressive, Kong. In fact, we continue to be more aggressive, no? And like I said, next month, almost 50%, almost across the board, no? So, again, I think I'm just asking for a little more patience from this honorable body. I'm really confident we will get there, no? I mean, it doesn't happen overnight, pero dun po talaga kami papunta eh. And I think it's very clear naman sa mga enhancements namin, sa increases, that dun kami papunta, no? Maraming salamat.
Mr.
Thank
Chair,
you. With Congressman.
with the indulgence of the Honorable Panaligan, yung
Yes.